And without further ado, let's get underway with this best of one on Mirage between Low Score Gaming and God of Football. This is of course a face-it game, which means we had a knife round first, which Low Score Gaming won, and they have decided to start on the CT side, the defensive side. Familiar faces you'll see on the left-hand side of the HUD: Scorch AP, Quirky Turtle, Twinny, Botsy Collins and Big Papa. An early smoke there thrown by Botsy Collins in the first round. He crosses just before it blooms, I think hoping to just see ahead, and straight away I can already see what God of Football will be intending to do. This will obviously be a one-man fake towards A, and the other will stack up for B. And Papa, that's a very early Molotov. No audio cue or anything. That's going to be a stairs smoke thrown by El Carmano, and a CT smoke as well. Great use of dropped utility, and that already, look at that minimap. Look at the amount of CTs. They've been pulled all away. I'm unsure who the IGL is making this call, but just on the sake of two smokes, they pulled all the team away. Big Papa has wised up to it. It's a good first kill onto Crew 57, and Big Papa trying to hunt for another one. That's another good kill there onto Elka back. The push now, the 5 versus 3 retake coming in, although there aren't actually 5 CTs here right now. Lexa will be able to find one, as will Kudri onto Big Papa. Now suddenly down to the 3 versus 3, but now down to a 3 versus 1, and El Carmano will find Botsy Collins. A rough round there for Low Score Gaming right off of the bat. They got completely wigged out by the 2 fake smokes that came over from this position here at the back of A, and then the other 4 went towards B. Papa was lucky to wise up quite quick and came back in through the kitchen position, but they didn't actually group up. They had more time than they thought, Low Score Gaming. You remember I said it was a 5 versus 3. There were 5 CTs alive, but that doesn't mean that they were there actually retaking the site together. They were all kind of fanned out everywhere. And now, of course, we're going to be seeing a force buy-in. Scorch with the Deagle, having a check up through mid. And if you look at this, Quirky Turtle's actually cleared B apps. They're going to know this is going to be an A hit. God of Football haven't done a fan out. They haven't done a default, which means, look at this. Scorch can clear top mid. Quirky Turtle can clear apps. And now they know it's going to be an A hit. That's a failed smoke, and Twinny's right here with the Mag 7, and he absolutely opens up shot. 2 great first kills, down to the 3 versus 3 as they move on round, and brave of Papa to push through the smoke there, but he's got the information. He knows they're right here on the bomb site. He's being a menace, and Quirky Turtle bursts from behind. Papa manages to do a Stewie 2K through the smoke, and it's left with El Carmano trying to figure out where one is. He manages to melt Big Papa. That's crazy that Big Papa went for that fight there in a 2 versus 1. He should have just waited for Scorch. Luckily, Scorch can salvage this MP9 from Botsy Collins. He's got a kit and a HE grenade, but he doesn't need it because he's going to find the perfect timing to walk out on El Carmano with his back turn. Great response there from Low Score Gaming. You can see what happened. God of Football, they didn't default. They didn't send guys into B or under or top mid or A ramp and fan out and keep the CTs on their side of the map. They instead just waited in the back of A main, then executed without doing anything, just an execute off the bat, and it allowed Low Score Gaming to go and clear all these positions in apps and mid, and that is exactly why you don't just go straight into an execute. You want to keep the enemy team guessing. Default Molotov by Papa. It is quite early, but it will block a rush if one's there. Steps underneath. Surely Scorch can hear this. Surely he's going to call that for his teammate Quirky Turtle. Botsy Collins is getting ready in position here, and Scorch and Botsy, they're going to do madness, but Crew will open up with that Tech 9, and oh my goodness, it's going to be a 180 onto Scorch. Insane flashbang peek there from Twinny to try and get a trade kill. Now down to the 3 versus 2. Big Papa holding in towards shore. That bomb is creeping up through the back of B apps as Kudri brings it in. Elka back still holding round the chair position. Quirky and Papa ready on the B bomb site to receive this bomb carrier. There's the head, and Papa with some shocking aim, but they do know that there is one here, and good kill there from Twinny to kill Elkabak, who was coming around the back. Last is Kudri. 55 seconds to go and only a Deagle and a bit of armor. This should easily be wrapped up here. 2-1 to Low Score Gaming. Twinny can keep hold of any weapons, submachine guns or rifles that have fallen down towards the mid position. Quirky's going to move in from behind, but I think it's going to be Big Papa who's going to be gifted this kill from Kudri. Slowly checking the bench position. Not much we can do here. Papa peeks again. He needs to be careful here. Papa's not hitting his shots, but finally he will, and it goes 2-1 to Low Score Gaming. This is much better. You notice how God of Football came down here. They came through the underpass, but they had Scorch here, Quirky Turtle in the window, and Botsy. They were able to just lock in on these T's who are pushing out of under. Great response, great reactive defensive play that's moving around. Your defensive side needs to be fluid and able to respond to where The T side are going to be presenting themselves, and oh no, Lex is going to be getting a knife in the back there. Papa, better timing on that molly, just to wait a little bit longer. No noise called by Scorch, but there are 5 terrorists waiting in the apartments of B here. Cudry watching back towards TV room here, but they're waiting, I think, to see if Papa's going to come looking. Good HE onto the top of the apple cart. No one is there. Top mid. Twinny in a good position on the A-bomb side, but it looks like they're now just waiting to then perform and execute. They're waiting to see if Low Score Gaming create an unforced error, if they peek out and get themselves killed. But it's not happening. Papa, nice and defensive. Here comes the pop flash, and doesn't blind Papa because he's in a good angle. El Camano gets tagged for a small amount, and out they come. Big Papa picks up his first kill. Quirky is here. They are double peeking this, making it incredibly hard for Elkabak to move out and trade for his teammate. Down now, and 2 more players destroyed on the balcony, and Lexa will be the last to fall as he exit out of van. A nice 3k there for Big Papa as they make it 3-1. I mean, you can see why they picked the CT side. They've got a great defense so far. Other than that first round where they got completely wigged out by the fake utility, you've actually seen them be quite good and reactive on the following rounds. But it looks like we might be seeing a repeat of the first round here. 1 player over towards the A-bomb site, and 4 moving in towards B, although it looks like they're coming quite fast. And Papa needs to be ready for this. They are intending to certainly put pressure on Papa fast. He does retreat back off towards the chair position. And they're actually going to be going back towards mid, playing as a team, and Twinny's here waiting, a smoke down towards under, a little jump peek as well. Good individual play from all these players so far. They're just not pushing. Look at this. You can draw a crescent around these players, but saying that, Lexa will be able to find one. Instantly traded up by Boxy Collins, who is dangerously taking that open fight. He gets flashed off, manages to make it 2 for 1. The good molly in towards the Palace position. It does keep the bomb carrier stuck in there. That nade does huge damage as Crew gets deleted. Spam through the smoke as well. Does great damage onto Elkabak. Boxy Collins playing this really well as they push out together. El Camano right from underneath him. And sorry, CSGO Auto Director's going to give us some really dodgy angles. Down to the 2 versus 2. Elkabak with the map 10. Holding around the firebox position. El Camano's got a feeling someone's coming in from behind. This is where Quirky Turtles come in from behind, but he's not alive anymore, and he's not coming in from there. Big Papa manages to find one. It's down to the 2 versus 1. El Camano has managed to find Big Papa. It's left down to Scorch to win this 1 versus 1. He knows exactly where he is. And it's a nice shoulder peek, and my goodness, the damage is really low. This is so bait, and Scorch runs out of bullets. El Camano. Scorch absolutely stinking up the retake. Sprayed the bullets into the wall, gets El Camano down to 6 points of health. Can't then just swing in and finish off the dinner that he started. Really unfortunate now as Low Score Gaming. Is this a force or an eco? And already this is a strange one. We're seeing a mixed buy. It looks like Scorch is forced up. Boxy has got an MP9 as well. Bit more aggression here. Look at this. 2 CTs up mid and 2 CTs pushed up close to way. Jump peeking here from Scorch in towards the B apps. El Camano with the default smoke up towards top mid. That will distract anyone who's in the window, but it doesn't matter because you can see on the minimap here, Twinny's actually already up top mid, and Scorch is jumping this very wide. You can jump the angle right on the corner, which means you barely present yourself. But again, God of Football waiting to see if anyone's being aggressive. El Camano perfectly reading that Twinny's here, and my goodness, Cudry will be able to find Boxy Collins. They're doing exactly what God of Football want right now. They are peeking them, and in comes the utility on towards A. It's a fake, though. There's the molly in towards jungle, the smoke towards CT. It's not pulling anyone off because the bomb is still moving in towards here on B, and there's a player tucked in on the bomb site here. Scorch doing massive work here, but Cudry will be able to clear another kill here on the A bomb site, but the bomb is still moving in towards B. And oh wow, brilliant play there from Big Papa to drop the bomb carrier, but he is luckily traded up by Lexa. Scorch now left in a 3 versus 1. He's got no option really other to save this. He has got a kit, does have armor, but he's only got half his HP source left. He's got a smoke and a flash, and I think he's going to wait here and see if anyone presents himself, but no. After the pre-fire, they know he's there in TV room, and he has to retreat. The score will be equalised. This is wrapped up. No matter how you look at it, this will be 3-3. God of Football having a good response here with one loss bonus. I'm not sure this is going to be good enough money here. That 1900 on top of Twinny's 1850, I'm not sure there's going to be enough for a decent buy. They may be able to bring out, of course, the M4s with no head armor, but You want to be bringing out an AWP, full utility behind it, to really set up those early flash peaks, get control of mid. And this will be interesting to see how Low Score Gaming play this. You can see them talking, you can see them figuring it out as they go along, and here it comes. In come the rifles, but like I said, it's not maximum utility behind it. Quirky Turtle only with that one flashbang. Twinny with no utility behind his M4 at all. This is going to be rough. Round number 7. Oh, Botsy Collins! That's the second time I've seen him cross before his smoke actually blooms. That's an unforced error there, a big mistake there by Botsy Collins. I was just about to say, round 7, still no AWP in the server. They don't need one. And look at this, massive top mid control. But it's allowing Big Papa to push up in towards the B-apps here into the smoke. Here comes the smoke towards Scorch in short. There's a big gap on it that he'll be able to play. In comes the Molotov in from Chair as he moves in towards Ladder. He has been spotted in Ladder. In comes the HE grenade. Quirky Turtle now having a fight with them in the connector position as Scorch has been massively damaged. In comes another grenade. It's absolutely horrible, but Scorch somehow manages to survive by moving out to short. Big Papa going huge here as he comes in from the underpass. Oh no, this is a massive mistake. Quirky Turtle picking up a frag as well. God of Football were doing so well. They had the opening frag and they just stalled. They went in mid and just stopped moving. The bomb's down. Elka back will be able to find Quirky Turtle. Now down to the 3 versus 2. They know that Big Papa is down here in the underpass where the bomb has fallen. They have a smoke and a flashbang. Twinny now moving in. This is a great defense now from Low Score Gaming. They can just hold this bomb that's fallen down, and Elka back with a pre-fire down. Big Papa's still at the back there, and he'll be able to, with a perfect timing, find Elka back. That's a huge play from Big Papa to drop the bomb carrier. Another great 3k round for him. And now it's Lexa, 20 seconds to go. He can only try and save if he can, but he will be shot by Twinny. 4-3 from Low Score Gaming, a great response. And of course it's Face It, which means there's no time to grab weapons at the end of the round. Here we are, round number 8, and we will be seeing the AWP brought out for the first time this game. And it will be Twinny who's going to wield it in mid. Big Papa will pop his vent. And he'll be throwing a supporting flashbang by the looks of it. Bossy Collins deciding not to cross over the smoke this time. He can still do what he's doing, but perhaps just a bit later. Kudry going for a good flash peek there on towards the corner. And they're all lined up outside this A-bomb site. You could hear that little noise then. That was the in-game chat that we're fortunate enough to hear. They're just waiting behind the smoke. Look how many CTs are already reading that this is going to be towards A. Great call here from Low Score Gaming, whoever's calling the IGL. Massive sprays as well, and the Molotov from Scorch. That's huge. And Bossy Collins, that's a lovely, clean, crisp shot there onto Elka back. Now down to a 3 versus 5. But look at the weaponry. A Tech 9, MP7, only 1 AK on Lexa. Here comes the Molly and just trying to hold the angle to see if anyone's going to repeat the stairs. They haven't got the firepower they want for this, really. The HE does a little bit of chip damage. Nice headshot there onto Scorch. Scorch, silly for re-peeking that as soon as he saw the bullets coming in, and it's Twinny left in this position. Quirky Turtle will be able to absolutely mop him up, and it's now down to El Camano trying his best, and Botsy Collins will just eliminate him. Oh, and it looks like we've actually had a timeout. Quirky Turtle has disconnected. We've been graced with the presence of Botsim, and looks like we're going to have to wait for Quirky Turtle to rejoin us. Gives us a chance to have a look at the scoreboard. Big Papa leading the game, leading the kills. He's had 2 great 3-kill rounds. You know, we saw those where he had massive impact. Botsy Collins not far behind with half the kills, and his twin brother, Twinny, not far behind again. Scorch sitting at the bottom, yet to find his first MVP. And I remind you guys that LSG have got a coach. They've got Seppenroth, or Dave, who will be their angel, their guardian angel on their shoulders. Now, as we sit out this timeout, we're still waiting for Quirky Turtle to rejoin. It'll be interesting to see how the T-side will respond after losing that round. It looked like they were forcing in, and now most certainly comes out the eco, but they're on a 2-loss bonus. They could afford to eco this, but we're seeing 2 of these players buy down to such a small amount. El Kabak, who's 1-8, is brought down to 450. El Camano, $50 left. Why haven't they ecoed in this miss-buy here, this where they're not communicating or not coordinating their team economy? This is where I'm already going to read. This should be 6-3 to Low Score Gaming on this next round. 30 seconds, I'm not sure how far away Quirky Turtle is. Fortunately, though, I have the power to fast forward time. I wonder if that's going to be able to help me. I can fast forward time by 4 times whilst we wait for Quirky Turtle to rejoin. Time is disappearing. They're going to use a second timeout. Very patiently waiting here. Quirky Turtle, his PC must have just caught fire, and he's having to run down to the fire station, get the fire brigade to come up to his house, and put out the fire on his PC. Rebuild a new PC. This is a long time for someone to wait to rejoin. I'm so glad that I have the ×4. No way is it a third timeout. A third consecutive timeout. This is a long old time that we're waiting for Quirky Turtle. There's also a risk involved with this, in the sense that players who were feeling their shots could quite easily cool off, and players who are having a bad game, and saying that, Quirky Turtle has rejoined. But players who had dropped off, we've just had a few minutes, for them, that was quite a few minutes they sat there, 3 timeouts. That's 6 minutes they've sat there just not being able to do anything, just not be able to go anywhere, not be able to get any kills, and that can really cool off some players. Fortunately, Low Score Gaming are coming in with a massive firepower advantage into this round, but you could easily start coming in with your rifle of full utility and just get 1D'd here because you've cooled off and you maybe, not got your head in the game anymore. So this will be really interesting to see how the timeouts have had an effect, if any, as we slip now into round number 9. Quirky Turtle has rebuilt his computer in a different house and he's moved in. Lean towards A straight away. We're seeing with this utility. Twinny moving in with that early smoke straight towards the middle of A main. It will be Scorch this time who's holding the AWP top mid instead of Twinny. Straight away though, they're just lining up for an execute. They're really fortunate that they're not pushing up mid or through B, but Quirky Turtle again will be getting this information that B is clear. El Camano lining up the smoke that will land on top of the stairs, and they're pushing in really slowly behind it. They should just be moving in really quickly because look how slow they were. They were allowed to get a Molotov back in that actually does big damage, and another Molotov in towards Palace. God of Football just moving really slowly, and Twinny with a great HE. 1, 2, 3, it's really easy. Massive HE damage as well in towards Palace, and his twin brother will come over from the other bomb site and just mop up the kills. 6-3 to Low Score Gaming. Scorch, just bless him, didn't even have a chance to fire his weapon. He was watching top mid. Very rare on a map like Mirage. With Sniper's Nest, you won't see a single soul, but it does happen on rounds like that when they're ecoing. You can see that Scorch actually just changed and threw the AWP to Twinny. It looks like they're actually playing spawn-based sniper positions in that nest, which means whoever's spawning closest to this position here in towards the CT spawn will be the one that actually plays this. And Twinny with a great flash assist will find El Camano. Botsy again just moving, just firing at Kudra as he slips into that smoke. The back of his heel was showing out, and Lexa will be coming in. They're playing together. You've got to hand it to... Oh, no. Twinny's just getting the confidence to be allowed to just run out and do stuff like that. Scorch has managed to hold on to his Molotov, and look at that. It's just forcing the players back. Quirky Turtle being extremely aggressive down here. No trade opportunity. I think he's just feeling it. He will be going for the AK and actually retreating. Great defense here, and Elka back and Lexa, just you can see they've just got nothing left in the bank. There's nothing they can do. They're going to wait and see if any CTs are going to be hungry and coming looking for these frags, but they really won't be. Not now. They've got such a kill advantage. The bomb still hanging around the back of TV room. They're being so patient, and now it's Botsy Collins clearing in towards T-spawn. He will have one coming towards him, and there it is, a nice crispy headshot onto Lexa. Elkabak on his own. Quirky Turtle will come hunting, but Elkabak might be able to retrieve a fallen AK-47, but I think with 30 seconds to go, they are going to swarm this poor gentleman. They've got bomb as well, right in the middle of T-spawn. They know exactly where he is. 20 seconds to go. They're just, look at them all, just spread out, watching the angles. Elkabak can literally go nowhere. It looks like he will come for a look, and there it is. 20 misses the shot, but luckily Botsy Collins is nearby. 7-3 for Low Score Gaming. Now, I was saying they're playing this spawn base. It looks like it's Quirky Turtle, even though Botsy Collins is the closest, technically. It will be Quirky Turtle who's playing in towards Sniper's Nest. We're going to be seeing another low buy. I don't think I've seen God of Football play with a decent economy for forever. And again, we're seeing us straight up towards A. I can only summarise this T-side as shocking. And this should be a very easy win for Low Score Gaming. If they don't win this, this is going to be very worrying. In comes the smoke onto stairs, and you can see that landing over the top of Botsy's head. It was landing in towards jungle. And now they come swarming out, and they do it so slowly that Low Score Gaming are given so much time. Look at the HE damage as well, and Twinny will be able to find a guy who's just flying around the A bomb site. He finds another one, and oh, he will get one big, but it's nothing to be too concerned about. Saying that, El Camano will just mow people down with his MP7, but luckily Botsy Collins. A bit messy there from Low Score Gaming at the end. There were only guys with pistols and submachine guns, and they managed to take it down to only 2 CTs left. Need to be thinking to themselves what went wrong there to make sure that that doesn't happen again. It's very expensive to rebuy in on CT. But now though, this is the first time we're going to see an AWP out in the hands of God of Football. How are we going to see them use it in Cut Right? Of course, the simple peek at his name. Oh, that's a nice wall bang onto Quirky Turtle. The HE follow-up. Will he be able to get himself away from that? 15 points of health. Great position here from Botsy Collins as well. He's going to re-peek that. Scorch is going to find the kill onto Chair as well. This is a great crossfire from top mid right now. With Molotov onto underneath as well. This is going to let Quirky Turtle hopefully swing wide if he can. Might need to wait for a flashbang. Why would he peek without calling for a flash from anyone? That's the sniper for Low Score Gaming down. Oh, and Crew will be able to find Scorch as well now. The mid defense has got sloppy very quickly, but luckily Twinny will be able to find Elka back. Now down to the 2 versus 3. The bomb moving in fast. Cudray will be able to find Botsy Collins down to the 2v2. This is a wingman game, but the CTs are so far apart. Big Papa on A, Big Papa on B, sorry, and Twinny on the A bomb site. Great HE and the Molotov to slow them down. It's going to push them back in towards Connector. This is going to give Papa enough time to rotate in. Great kills there from Papa as he swings in. Another MVP, quite rightly deserved. Nine to 3, Low Score Gaming, and God of Football, they're just not up to par with Low Score Gaming. And the only thing letting Low Score Gaming down is the slight sloppiness every now and again. Oh no, what's going on? We love to see it. Straight away, they're going for an A setup again. Cudry, you can tell. And what we're seeing now is they're playing fast because they're frustrated. And that's actually massively worked in their favour. They've been playing slow all along, and now the fast play might catch them out. Cudry though. Ooh, that's a nice flick as well. Quirky did hit the leg shot as he came out as well, but Crew will be able to find one kill. They're going to be doing a boost here on towards the stairs. No, they will be giving up on that. In comes the flash. 3 versus 4 now. The A site is up for grabs, but they need to get themselves out of this position. Good aim there from Big Papa. In comes the HE as well. Doesn't quite land as he wants it to, but it's still a 3 versus 3. A bomb site being carefully, surgically contested and slowly, surgically defended. Quirky Turtle will find one. Quirky Turtle will find another. Great 3k. Big impact round. Down now to Scorch to know that he's there in Firebox, and it is going to be 10-3. And as I was saying, the only thing that were letting down Low Score Gaming was the individual sloppiness. The small minor errors, and you can see they didn't make errors there. It was a 3 versus 4 at that point, and they did exactly the right thing. They just sat and watched the A bomb site. At that point, God of Football have to come to the bomb site. Good supporting flash there from Scorch, but they won't be coming there. Instead, we're going to be seeing an early lean towards the B bomb site with one in towards Palace. Papa getting in towards position to defend B apartment. Scorch here on towards short. This is Olaf Meister from FaZe Clan's famed position. He plays it all the time, and he plays it remarkably well. Looks like they're going to be lining up their utility. Here it comes. The smoke on towards short. The smoke on towards B as well. This is really good what we're seeing from Scorch here. Good timing to throw that counter utility. He's still got his Molotov, and this is what you should be seeing at high level play. In comes the flashbang. The Molotovs should be saved so that you can throw them and disrupt these executes. Oh, Big Papa is so white, but they're not going to check him. Oh my goodness, they flashed him, but they didn't check him. Papa gifted a kill there. as they get deleted. Big Papa and Scorch taken down. Molotov thrown in from Boxy Collins. He gets Molotov in return. Great Molotov there. It's a double kill. That's huge. Boxy Collins will be done. That's 3 people died by fire in the space of 10 seconds. Now down to the 2 versus 1. Twinny trying to just tap the bomb. He does get away with 1. 10 seconds is a long time to hold that bomb. He's going to be pushing out. That's huge. Gets caught with an 8 in his hand. The HE as well, but Twinny will be able to do a massive 2 versus 1 clutch. Plenty of time left to defuse that bomb. It will be going 11-3. Great defense there on the B bomb site. Scorch and Papa playing it really well. Papa just so fortunate they didn't check him. I mean, the pop flash that was on him was insane. There was no way he was avoiding that flash, but the fact that they just let him sit there and then just... He was able to get 1 kill. 1 kill may have been enough. A single grain of rice can tip the scales. Scorch, good supporting flashbang again. Early top mid. And Quirky Turtle allowed to get into position here as he fires through that smoke. El Camano deleted. Papa again, his default with the smoke, following his Molotov. Boxy Collins, oh, Quirky Turtle finds another one, and Boxy Collins, you can see what they're doing, they're playing default positions. We're always seeing Papa B, we're always seeing Scorch A, on the short position, Twinny as well, on the A bomb site, we're always seeing Boxy Collins in towards that connector position, and they're just playing basically a spawn-based sniper position in mid, and it's really working for Low Score Gaming, a really fluid defense that's changing up, and now it's Lexa who's just stuck in towards the Palace position on A, who's going to die. 12-3 at the end of the first half. You can tell it's a great game so far for Low Score Gaming. Only 1 player from God of Football has actually broken double digits, and then if you look at Low Score Gaming, 2 of them almost pushing 20 kills. Scorch, bless his soul, yet to find his MVP, but he is having the impact. He's there to support mid and B where he's playing on short. But enough about CT side. Now we're seeing Low Score Gaming's T side, and it looks like we're going to be doing a very similar thing that God of Football did. It's going to be a decoy behind. I think this is going to be a fake, but I think they're already reading it. They're already reading it, and Crew will be able to have a quick jiggle peek on towards here, but no, it's called them all away. Look at that, all the CTs have come to hunt Twinny, and Ninja will be absolutely destroyed, and Twinny will be traded up, no doubt, in this position, but B bomb site has just been gifted. Absolutely gifted as they all hunt these frags now down to a 4 versus 4. It gives them plenty of time to get set up in post-plant positions, and Quirky Turtle doing exactly that. He doesn't need to re-peek that, and he knows that, and he's going to retreat in towards a very good position there, and the CTs shoot each other in the back as they desperately kill Quirky Turtle. Now down to the 3 versus 3. They just need to hold on. They haven't even got a kit. Boxy Collins in a great position. Big Papa finding Crew as well. And it's only Cudry who manages to find Boxy Collins. Is now down to a 2 versus 1. Time is so close to almost being gone. There's nothing he can do. There's the 10-second marker. Papa will be able to find Cudry to make it 13-3. Really dominating performance here from Low Score Gaming. This is absolutely fab. To think that God of Football would be done by their own strat. We saw it round 1. Low Score Gaming fell for it, hook, line and sinker, but my goodness, God of Football absolutely fell for it there. That was just a decoy, it wasn't even any smokes. Twinny with the Molotov that's going to land on stairs. Good Molotov as well that allows him to swing now without fear of being shot from above. Quirky Turtle finding his first kill. Great 1-dig there by Cudry V. And it's Quirky Turtle up here who needs to be very careful. That's 2 rifles gifted over towards the CT side. That bomb will still be challenging out towards A main. And ooh, Cudry Vi, sorry. Boxy Collins hanging on the top stairs position here. Big Papa's managed to find one. Oh, great check there from Boxy Collins in towards the sandwich position. Shot in the back from Elka back, who now moves in towards jungle. Lexa is right close here, and that's incredible there. This is really sloppy. It's fallen apart for Low Score Gaming. They just didn't push in as a team. The rifles were allowed to be given over towards the defensive side, and it's all going to go wrong as Scorch goes down. Last man, 13-4. There's still a long way to go for God of Football. The loss bonus is 1. The money is shocking. This should likely be a force, and here comes the Mac 10. from Low Score Gaming. Upgraded pistols for 2 players, 3 of them wielding submachine guns. This is most definitely a force, and looks like we're going to be seeing a fast play towards A. Good read, and here they come. The flashbangs rain over. There's only 2 players here. Crew is blinded as they move on round, but El Camano's in a massive position there to catch Scorch out. That's Palace control already done. Now they can focus all their attention on towards main, and here they come out. The rifles, Mac 10s versus rifles. It's not going to be very good so far. Crew finds one, Boxer Collins finds El Camano, but he's going to be shot from everywhere that he doesn't want to be shot from as Crew locks out the A bomb site. 13-5. Good defensive round from God of Football. The Force was their best chance, and now they're down to an eco. And that's because they have a 2-loss bonus. When they lose this round, they'll have 2,400 each, which on top of the money that they're saving here will let them have some money. Quirky Turtle, they're buying down to 1 grand. He's hoping for some kills. El Camano, this is a good position because he's so up close. He can hear them if they're starting to throw that utility. Good smoking towards Palace as well. El Camano's job is to listen for steps. It looks like they were going to be seeing a full lean towards B. Botsy with the 2 flashbangs. And it will be down to Lexa and El Kabak to sit and hold this. They've got 1 short as well as 2 on B site. They're ready for this. They really are ready for it. Here comes the pop flash. And here comes the second one. We're in for business on towards the B bomb site. The riflers, massive damage, but Lexa will be able to find one. Lexa finds another. Simple cut right. B finds another. It's absolutely fallen apart like a hot knife through butter. No plan either. And no deaths for God of Football. It was a full Glock buy, other than the 2 flashbangs and Botsy Collins. So as a team, they only invested $400 into the round. So a very, very predictable outcome there. We certainly would have been mental if they planted the bomb or were allowed to win that round. AWP out now for Kudrai V. Look at this default setup as well. 2A, 2B, and 1 in towards mid. The lean towards A as well. And we've got 1 hanging around top mid to try and catch out anyone who's lurking. Quirky Turtle with that P90. No doubt his job is to burst out as fast as he can on towards the bomb site. Whoa, Crew is just jiggling to try and get a peek. Scorch, peeking in dry, will be taken out there by Kudrai V. Here comes utility, here comes the noise, and whoa, my goodness, they've not checked Shadow. That's absolutely tragic there. That is tragic from Botsy Collins and Quirky Turtle, and Nova, 1 mistake. Twinny finding his double kill as they line up and for him. Fantastic attempt as well to try and get the bomb down, just do what he can in that situation, but and a Molotov post round, that's brilliant. They're starting to claw this back a little bit. God of Football putting another round on the board. I can't believe that they didn't check Shadow in that position. And now they're down to pistols again. Low Score Gaming again. Pistols. Looks like they were going to be seeing 4 fake towards A and 1 towards B. And of course, it's only so easy for me to see this because I have the mini-map. Obviously, the CT side don't know that at all. But they're getting a good old read. They're gone for a default here. 2A, 1 mid, 2B. And here they come. The fast pistols out towards A main. They're going to have to hold on. Oh, Twinny, that's nice. Oh, and Big Papa, now they're checking under. And now they're getting the kills. Now they've secured the A bomb site. But the only problem is the bomb's B. Kudrai will find Big Papa with his AWP. El Capique, though. Oh, no, he's found the bomb carrier. The bomb is down B-Apps, and no doubt he's going to call that. But Twinny manages to find one. Will he be able to get Lexa as he moves out of position? Oh, that's absolutely fantastic now. 3 versus 1. El Kabak's going to have to hold on to this bomb. He's got the bomb, but he's also got 3 players from Low Score Gaming coming to reclaim their bomb. El Kabak will find one, and Twinny will be able to find his 4th kill of the round. And the 14th round. Man, that was rough times. It's always hairy when that happens. When you're doing a 1-man towards B and 4 towards A. When they take the bomb site. Incredibly scary then when your bomb's on the complete other side of the map. And if you don't plant quickly, the CTs know the jig is up as well. And they did fell the bomb carrier, but fortunately, the 3 versus 1 with the weapons will be able to find a kill, and Twitty now has just come to life. as he clears out Sniper's Nest. They do only have Deagles, who are playing with M4A1Ss. They're up against match point. They're going to have to buy in. This is why we're seeing this force by Botsy Collins challenging the top stairs position. Twinny's been allowed to move all the way up short here. Look at that bomb. Will no doubt be coming back in through B apartments. They need to check this position here. The flash over. They need to check on bench, and Twinny just deleting people as he runs around the map. This is absolutely brilliant. El Camano waiting to see if he can find anyone. He will find Botsy Collins. He doesn't clear his angles. He's been allowed to get away with that far too many times. El Kabak finds Scorch. Down to the 3 versus 3. Big Papa. El Kabak, 5 points of health. Molotov coming in towards Market. They have 1 kit. If they wait for the Molotov and then now start pushing in as a team, and El Camano will find Big Papa, instantly traded up. Twinny again just still alive, just deleting people. In he comes, and this crossfire is going to be too strong, I think, here from Quirky Turtle and towards Twinny. Yeah, it's just too much for El Camano to do. 15-7. Match point on the board for Low Score Gaming. And I'm calling it now. This should definitely be a win. Look at the money. It's shocking for God of Football as they buy in. 3 MP9s, 4 MP9s, some machine guns and an upgraded pistol up against the 5 rifles. It's not going to cut it. All the way through, God of Football have looked like the subpar team. The team has just really struggled. They've played together. You can't argue that they're just matchmaking. They played together, but they're just not good enough. But my goodness, the MP9s are going to work here on A ramp. Really shutting down Twinny. At last, here comes the smoke in from Good V as he swings over to just... A good thing I see lots of players do is they just swing it before it blooms, just to get any information. Oh, Good Ride will find Big Papa around the edge of that smoke, and Lexa will find Quirky Turtle. This is actually really fallen apart. No way have they, Low Score Gaming, lost this up against submachine guns. But it's now Botsy Collins in mid, solo. We're seeing some weird POVs. I'm going to change from Auto Director to Botsy Collins. Oh, shot in from the back as well. Rough times. It will go 15-8. And Twinny will be the first one in the server to drop a dirty 30. Scorch, bless his soul, still yet to find his magic star. Upgraded pistols, Deagles in abundance on the floor in T-Spawn as Low Score Gaming try and come in for a... They are ecoing. Big Papa's down to $500 though, but it does look like some kind of eco. They're just waiting really slowly in Spawn, messing around. I think they might be throwing out the timing. All the protocol utility will be going down at this point whilst they're messing around. And by the time they come into challenge, most of that utility will be gone. But the only problem is they now need to check their corners. El Camano. That was a good volley to Palace, and the flashbang you saw him lining up there flashes out towards Tetris. That lets him clear A main. And Lexa. Interesting smoke. I'm sure he has a definite intention as to what he's doing. Scorch peeking this with a knife. Incredibly lucky no one's there watching the bottom of the underpass. El Camano still waiting. They're waiting for any noise before they start executing any counter utility. Here's the flash and the smoke ready. It's going to be an execute towards A. The flash comes in. It's going to be a double flash. Out they come. Here comes El Camano's return flash. It's slightly early, but he still gets the kill he needs to. Kudry Ivy will find kills as well. Botsy Collins down to the 2 versus 4. Very quickly he's gone right. Oh, Botsy Collins. That sexy shot that is onto Crew, and it's Kudry V just hiding. But this is mad. They get a bomb plant as well. Down to the 3 versus 2 retake. Lexa moving in towards CT. Swings round. Botsy will go down. 3 versus 1, the bomb. This should be very, very easy as the player is just found in towards Shadow. But great that they get the bomb plant there. Big $800. Now, I don't want to say that it's not doable. God of Football can certainly come back 15-15 and then win in overtime. Low Score Gaming need to definitely make sure they don't choke at this point in the game. But with that bomb plant, they're given so much more money. Look at that on the left-hand side of your HUD. Everyone's floating around the 5k mark. Plenty of money. AWP out on Twinny, 4 rifles and lots of utility. But there are 5 rifles and lots of utility out for God of Football as well. This is actually a very even round. Ooh, jump peek there from Kudry V, who will be able to spot players up towards the top of mid. Scorch playing it slow, seeing if anyone's being aggressive. Deep HE grenade this is going to be to catch out anyone at the back of the Apps position. No one's going to be there. Everyone's playing very carefully, very slowly, and what they're all doing is waiting for protocol utility. Great play in here from Quirky Turtle. This is going to be leaning towards B. The smoke in towards Connector, and Quirky Turtle has already crossed. An insane one way that Twinny has given himself. Good HE as well onto Crew as they line up for the B bomb site. Look at them lining up as they go. Shots in through the smoke. B site open for business. Twinny will be able to find one. El Kabak goes down. Lexa finds one, but it's traded up by Big Papa. Perks of playing up together. Now down to the 3 versus 4 retake. It's up against the match point. Oh, Twinny just waits for it. And in comes the HE as well. Doing chip damage there onto El Carmano. 2 versus 4 retake. This is a lot to do, but Crew will find the first one as he moves in from short. Twinny just waiting again. Bossy Collins will find Crew. Twinny to find the last kill, and it's 16-9 as Low Score Gaming complete their mission. It's going to be a great, easy 1-0. Twinny with 33 kills. Scorch never found his MVP, but he's on the winning team, so it doesn't matter. Great game by everyone. Pleasure to watch and cast.